Hey bakers, welcome back to another one of my videos where I show you how to make delicious treats at home. In this video, I will show you an easy and foolproof recipe to make some delicious caramel French toast at home. Stay tuned and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Let's get started with the first step of this recipe, that is the salted caramel that we'll serve as a topping. For this you will need 50 grams of sugar, 20 grams of butter, 130 grams of heavy cream, as well as a pinch of salt. So you want to start with a pot over medium heat and place the sugar all at once. You want a pot that is large enough so that the sugar is sitting at the bottom. Once the sugar starts melting, you can use a heat-proof spatula to mix little by little. This helps avoid burnt sugar on the edges of the pot. When you're happy with the color that you get from the sugar, you can go ahead and grab the warm heavy cream. You can warm the heavy cream in the microwave or on the stove, and then you can simply pour it in 2 or 3 batches over the caramelized sugar. You need to keep stirring, and while doing so, please be careful of the fumes that might be coming up your way. Once the caramel is done, you can remove it from the heat and set it aside at room temperature. You can then add in the butter little by little, stirring continuously with your spatula. Your butter needs to be still a bit cold, but not straight from the fridge either. Once the butter is totally melted, your caramel topping is done. You can now pour it in a container or a glass and leave it at room temperature to cool down before moving on to our next step. Next up, we will be cooking or baking our French toast. So for this part, you will need 266 grams of heavy cream, 93 grams of full fat milk, 30 grams of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste or extract, and 60 grams of egg yolks. Let's get ahead and start by heating up the liquid ingredients. So that is the heavy cream as well as the full fat milk that we can pour in a pot over medium heat. You can also add the vanilla paste or vanilla extracts to the mixture. Make sure you let it boil while stirring so the vanilla doesn't get stuck at the bottom of the pot. Once your mixture has come to a boil, you can cover it with a lid and let it cool down at room temperature. Next up, we can grab a bowl and add together the egg yolks as well as the brown sugar. You can mix these two ingredients together using a whisk of an appropriate size, and once our liquid ingredients have cooled down at room temperature, we can pour them over the egg mixture and keep whisking. The idea is to reach a homogeneous and even mixture. In the meantime, we can go ahead and prepare some brioche or bread that has been sitting around the house and that might be a little bit dry. So you can prepare as many slices as you'd like, and you can soak your brioche or bread in the mixture that we've just prepared using a fork or a spoon. Then you can take that out of the mixture and put it between 2 napkins to make sure there is no excess moisture in the French toast. You can go ahead and do the same for as many slices of bread or brioche as you'd like. And once you're done, we will be moving on to cooking the French toast. You can grab a pan and make sure you melt some butter in it before placing the French toast on the pan. The idea here is that the French toast needs to caramelize from both sides, so make sure you leave it long enough that it does so. Be careful though, don't start with a fire that is high, otherwise your butter will melt too fast and your French toast will end up burnt. You can keep flipping the French toast until you're happy with the color of the caramelization on top of it, and once you're done, you can put all your French toasts on an oven tray and then simply pop them in an oven for 5 minutes at 180 degrees C or 360 F. This step is actually optional. What it brings to the French toast is that it dries it up a little bit and gives it a crunchier texture on the outside. Here you go guys, this is the finished French toast. This is really easy to make as you can see, and this recipe is for the sweet tooths out there, so if you'd like a lighter version, you can totally leave out the caramel. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. If you make this recipe, be sure to share the result with me over on Instagram. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're the first to see my next recipes. See you next time, and as always, bon appetit!